If you're tired of cracked screens, dead phones, and babying your device every single day, this video is for you. Some phones just aren't built for real work, real weather, or real accidents. Today I'm breaking down the top 5 best rugged smartphones of 2026. Phones made to survive drops, water, dirt, and long days without a charger. I'm not just talking specs on paper. This is about real-world use, what actually holds up, and what's worth your money. Whether you work outdoors, on job sites, or just want a phone that won't quit on you, I've got you covered. Stick around till number 1, because that pick completely changes what rugged value means in 2026. So now, let's get started. Starting at number 5, this is the phone for people who don't just want durability, they want a tool. What surprised me here is that this isn't just a tough phone, it's a problem solver. The built-in thermal camera changes how useful a phone can be on a job site. You can spot overheating circuits, leaks, insulation gaps, or equipment issues in seconds. Most people overlook how rare that is at this price. Day to day, it feels solid and dependable, not flashy. The battery lasts long enough that you stop thinking about outlets, and the grip is secure even with gloves or wet hands. Where this phone is not for everyone is size and performance expectations. It's heavier than a normal phone and not built for gaming or photography lovers. But if you work in trades, inspections, HVAC, or outdoor repair and want a phone that replaces extra tools, this makes a lot of sense. At number 4 is the big one, literally. This is the pick for people who want a phone that feels closer to a small tablet. Here's what surprised me. Once you use a massive screen in the field, it's hard to go back. Maps, blueprints, documents, and videos are simply easier to see without squinting. Battery life is the real star here. You can go days, sometimes nearly a full work week, without charging. That's huge if you work remotely or forget chargers. The trade-off is obvious though. This is not a pocket-friendly phone. One-handed use is basically off the table, and you'll feel the weight. This is not for casual daily users or anyone who wants a slim device. But for logistics, construction, security, or vehicle-based work where size doesn't matter, this thing is an absolute workhorse. Right in the middle at number 3 is where rugged phones start feeling modern. This one surprised me with how normal it feels while still being tough. You get fast data, smooth performance, and a screen that's actually enjoyable to use, not just good enough. This is where it gets interesting. It doesn't feel like you're sacrificing everyday usability just to get durability. Battery life easily stretches into multiple days, and the build feels confident without being ridiculous. It's better than people expect because it balances power, connectivity, and toughness instead of leaning too hard into one area. That said, it's not the cheapest option, and it's still thicker than a normal phone. If you want something ultra-light or purely budget-focused, this isn't it. But if you want a rugged phone that works like a real smartphone, this hits the sweet spot. At number 2 is the phone that shocked me with how premium it feels. This doesn't act like a rugged phone that's slow or clunky. It feels fast, smooth, and genuinely powerful. Here's what surprised me most. You could daily drive this and forget it's rugged until you drop it. The camera is actually good, not just acceptable, and the charging speed is insanely convenient when you're in a rush. This is where it gets interesting though. It's priced like a premium device, and that won't make sense for everyone. If you just need basic durability and battery life, it might be overkill. But if you want one phone that does everything, work, travel, photos, speed, and still survives harsh environments, this is one of the most complete rugged phones you can buy. And at number 1 is the Blackview BV9300 Pro because it nails what most people actually need. Here's the thing. It doesn't try to be the fanciest or the fastest. It just works, and it keeps working. The battery life is the real game changer. Going several days without charging completely changes how you use your phone, especially on long jobs or outdoor trips. Most people overlook how freeing that is. Performance is solid, the screen is clear, and the build feels ready for abuse without being ridiculous to carry. This isn't for people chasing ultra-thin designs or cutting-edge cameras. But if you want the best balance of toughness, battery, performance, and price, this is the one that makes the most sense. That's why it earns the top spot.